Yo, what's up YouTube? Welcome to Tricky Gym. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're new here, my name's Andrew Mahone. I'm a world-class Pokemon TCG player and regional champion. In today's video, I'm going to show how this Mankey promo takes fighting decks to a whole nother level in Pokemon TCG Pocket. I'm stoked to get to the deck, but before we do, let's hear a word from my sponsor, Dragon Shield. Most people know that Dragon Shield makes high-quality sleeves and accessories for their favorite tabletop games, like the Pokemon TCG. But did you also know that Dragon Shield has a mobile app that makes it easier than ever to catalog your Pokemon TCG collection? The Poke TCG Scanner by Arcane Tinman allows you to quickly and easily scan any card in your collection, track its value, and even translate it into your language of choice. With the new social features, you can even add friends and see their collections too. I love using the Poke TCG Scanner to keep track of my most valuable cards and see what my collection is worth. Download the Poke TCG Scanner in the App Store today and start cataloging your own collection. Huge thank you to Dragon Shield for being a continued sponsor of the channel. And don't forget, when shopping at dragonshield.com, you can use code TRICKYGYM at checkout for 5% off your order. There's a new event live now on Pokemon TCG Pocket, the Lapras EX Drop Event, where you can earn a Lapras EX, Butterfree, Pikachu, Mankey, or Clefairy promo. And ironically, even though it's a Lapras EX event, Lapras EX is not very good. And actually, the promo that I am most excited about from this drop is the Mankey promo. Mankey has 50 hit points and the Reckless Charge attack, which costs 1 fighting energy and does 30 damage while dealing 10 damage to itself. And this combos perfectly with Primeape. Primeape has the Fight Back attack, which costs 2 fighting energy and does 40 damage plus 60 damage if Primeape has any damage counters on it. Previously, it was too awkward to try and get damage onto Primeape. You pretty much had to sit around and wait for your opponent to swing into Primeape in order to fight back for big damage. But now, with the new promo Mankey, you can Reckless Charge on the first turn of the game going second, and then get a turn 2 fight back for 100 damage. Since you usually want to get into Mankey as soon as possible, I've built this fighting deck with that in mind, and made sure that everybody can retreat for just 1 energy or a single X speed. My favorite partners for the Primeape line are Dugtrio and Marowak. Dugtrio is one of my favorite fighting Pokemon, and it can just solo games all by itself if you get a little lucky with its Dig attack. Dig does 40 damage for just 1 fighting energy, and you flip a coin. If heads, during your opponent's next turn, you prevent all damage from and effects of attacks done to your Dugtrio. And what's really important about Dugtrio is that its attack only costs 1 fighting energy. Since Primeape and Marowak both have 2 energy cost attacks, Dugtrio is the perfect partner since it's not energy hungry itself and can actually buy time while you build up energy on your other attackers. And then Marowak EX is our closer. With its Bone Meringue attack, which costs 2 fighting energy, you flip 2 coins, and for each heads, the attack does 80 damage. So if you flip 2 heads, you're dealing 160 damage for 2 fighting energy. But you could just as easily flip 2 tails and do 0 damage. That is just the Marowak EX way. When playing any game in Pokemon TCG Pocket, you want to force your opponent to effectively take 4 prize cards. Now, Pocket games are only 3 prize cards in order to win, but you want to force your opponent to take that extra prize card. And what I mean by that is when you force your opponent to knock out 2 Pokemon EX, they had to take 4 prizes in order to win the game instead of 3. Similarly, if you force your opponent to knock out 2 single prize Pokemon and then a Pokemon EX, you have also forced them to take 4 prizes in order to win the game. So when you're playing this deck, most games you're going to lead with either Primeape or Dugtrio, and then throw another Primeape or Dugtrio, and eventually transition into Marowak as your late game closer. That usually makes things the most difficult for your opponent to win the game. I had a lot of fun playing this deck on stream today, and it felt really good to just destroy all of those Pikachu EX decks with this awesome fighting deck. For this next part of the video, I'm going to showcase a couple of matches from my stream, but as always, if you like this content, make sure to check out my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/TrickyJim, where I stream live Pokemon trading card game content like Pokemon TCG Pocket and Pokemon TCG Live and tabletop cards as well, all that every weekday. I'm going second with the turn 1. Whew. All right, somebody hold my beer. Let's go. Yeah, dude. I'm popping off. We're going second against the Mewtwo deck. That means I'm going to get to go turn 1 Mankey, turn 2 Primeape for 100. That's 130 damage over the course of 2 turns, which is awesome, and my opponent can't attach. You see why it's so important? Why, you know, opponents not being able to attach turn 1 is so important. It just balances the game. Because if my opponent was going in with a turn 2 Psychic Sphere, that'd be so cringe, honestly. Alright, they have no way to knock out this Mankey, so I'm not even going to bench my Cubone yet, because I don't want them to, like, Sabrina to stall me, because I need this Mankey. I need this Mankey to evolve into Primeape right now and start swinging for 100 damage. I need that. I need it. Yes, so on one hand, yes, going second is a little strong. I think it could be possible for... Because notice how the game designers made it so that you're allowed to attack turn 1 going first, but they didn't make it so that you can attach an energy. And I think that's very intentional. I think that the game designers could eventually come out with like free attacks or supporters like Brock and Misty. Like Misty, I think could have easily just been a supporter that's like flip a coin if heads attach an extra energy. I don't think the high end of Misty needed to be there where you can like flip 5 heads and accelerate 5 energy. I think it could have easily just been flip 1 coin. Yeah, there'll be more trainers and supporters. Yes, for sure. Yeah, but they like kind of left the door open for them to be able to do free attacks, which I think is interesting. Dude, 100 damage. This Primeape is destroying Mewtwo, man. Absolutely destroying. Just scoop up your cards, Mewtwo. Scoop them up. It's lights out. I think Misty would be way too strong if it was a guaranteed 1 extra energy. That's why Brock is limited to only certain Pokemon. And see, they did go with the Sabrina to stall. So my decision to not bench my Cubone turn 1 actually ended up being genius. Because they could have stalled me out. And I do not want them to do that. They're going into Kangaskhan. Kangaskhan... I think Kangaskhan is like super fake. Only 100 hit points, retreat of 3. All right, here we go. The whack. And then yeah, I'm just coming back in. Like, why wouldn't we, right? This Primeape is just going to solo your entire squad. It's 120 damage. Yeah, this dude... yeah, this dude is getting Primeaped on for sure. Kind of nuts. I did get the Lapras, yes. I think that the promos the promos give the biggest boost to fighting. Water already has Starmie and Articuno, which are both better than the Lapras. Oh no! Oh, they had the Giovanni for knockout. This is so cringe, but I win, so, you know. That's right, Doug Trio. Doug Trio, my man. Getting in there with the dig. GG's, GG's. Oh, yes, I'm going to flip for invincibility. That's right. Yo, the fighting deck taking down the psychic deck, that does go hard. You gotta admit. Are we gonna do another All-Star Challenge? I would love to do another All-Star Challenge with Jesse. I want to do a fire one. And if so, when Fairy? Oh my god. Have I selected the shirt? Brother, I have the shirt. Jesse's gonna be wearing this shirt tomorrow. You guys ready? There we go. Custom ordered on Amazon.com. Jesse should have never lost. He should have never lost, bro. I'm going second with the Mankey again? You're kidding. Yeah, so we got Tabletop tomorrow. If anyone's here just watching TCG Pocket because you really like TCG Pocket, might I suggest you check out my other content. I create content about the real Flesh World cards as well. The Pokemon trading card game. And I have a very robust tabletop setup with alternate camera angles and microphones and all that. And it's just good old-fashioned fun. And I would love for any of you Pocket enjoyers to join us for some tabletop fun tomorrow. I've got Jesse Parker coming through. He is the 2024... He is a 2024 Worlds semifinalist. 2024 World semifinalist, going to be joining us for some tabletop content. I myself got top 32 at Worlds in 2023 and 9th place at Worlds in 2015, so not a bad player myself. It really is, you know, we got some really cool kind of... We do some cool stuff here on the channel, really. We do. As far as Pokemon cards are concerned, we got a pretty dope situation going on. And it's a lot of fun. The goal of this channel is just to do and appreciate and have fun with all things Pokemon cards. So, like, I know some people who watch me are more into tabletop content, and some people who watch the channel are more into Pocket, and some people who watch the channel are more into TCG live gameplay. Well, that's cool, because I do all of those things. And some people who watch my channel are probably the most into pack openings, and that's cool, because I do that too. I try to do everything. Because to me, it just means there's more ways to have fun. Now, see, what my opponent should be doing is my opponent should be playing fossils, but they're not. All right, that's send me Moltres EX. I'm into all three. I'm just into all things Pokemon cards. Huge Pokemon card fan here. I've loved Pokemon cards since I was a youngin'. Okay, we take our 2. Now, I'm gonna deal with the potential. Well, I guess if Charizard comes up, right? They don't have enough energy in play to attack with Charizard twice, so like we're still kind of fine. Oh, I'm glad that somebody appreciates those mighty beer killies. All right, all right, all right. Yes, you are bodied. Dude, it's like the Primeape show out here, man. It's just the Primeape show. This is just Primeape is destroying everybody. And they concede on the spot. Primeape is too good. He's too good. He's too cracked, bro. How is he too cracked? And that wraps it up for the Primeape deck. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you want more Tricky Gym content, make sure to check out my VOD channel, Tricky Gym VODs, where I upload all of my Twitch streams in their entirety for you to watch right here on YouTube. The link will be in the description below. Y'all take it easy and have a good one. See ya.